Many people find that at some point in their life they're suffering from insomnia, and there could be many reasons why people are having difficulty sleeping. Whether you're having an anxiety issue or whether you've got insomnia, it's always a good idea to have a chat to your doctor. Sometimes you could have a physical health issue that you're unaware of that's contributing to insomnia. So, it's a good idea to have a blood test, check out your health in general, and just see if there's anything else you need to have a look at. Sometimes if people have put on a bit of weight, they might have a condition called sleep apnea, where they're having difficulty breathing during their sleep, and unbeknownst to the person, they might be waking up hundreds or thousands of times a night because they're not breathing properly. So they're not getting into deep sleep, which is the refreshing part of sleep. And, that makes them more likely to have heart attacks, stroke, etc. So it's very important to address these issues, and your doctor can check these things out. Some people might need to go on what's called a CPAP machine. Maybe they need to lose weight. They may benefit from having some procedure done on their airways. But again, you need, medical attention for that condition. There could be some people maybe that are having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, again, because of physical problems such as chronic pain. Obviously, if you've got a bad back or a bad neck, you could be having difficulty getting comfortable, or you could be waking up in pain. But again, that's something you can discuss with your doctor. If you're highly stressed, and I suppose sometimes we don't even realise that we're stressed, but if you're a busy dad, you could have children that wake up in the middle of the night and come into your bed. You could have crying babies. So there's those, interruptions in life that can be contributing to you not getting a good night's sleep. We could be worried about the mortgage, our partner's health, the children's health, the troubles our children are having at school, our own personal concerns. So there's lots of things that people could be worrying about. So they're lying in bed worrying about all these issues instead of getting off to sleep. So some people may have insomnia because they have a condition called generalised anxiety, where, we worry excessively and we perceive our worry as a bit uncontrollable. So we have difficulty sort of shutting down our thinking, and we're lying there fretting during the night instead of popping off to sleep. So if you have excessive worry, that's something that you can be assisted with by a psychologist. And, you may benefit from doing regular exercise. So if people have insomnia, I'd recommend that they exercise half an hour, 5 times a week. It can be good to do some meditation, and you might do that for half an hour in the evening before you go to bed. You might do progressive muscle relaxation or some slow breathing. We might look at doing some worry postponement. So there's a variety of things that you can do. You also need to look at whether sleep hygiene's an issue. So some people might find that they're drinking Coke or Pepsi with their dinner, and having that caffeinated drink is actually quite stimulating and stopping them from getting to sleep, or they're having coffees late at night. It's hard to fit in exercise, so some people might exercise after work. But yes, we want people to exercise, but if you exercise too close to bedtime, the exercise can actually perk you up. So you want to exercise, but not too close to bedtime. Sometimes, obviously, we're bringing work home, and we could be on our laptop or our desktop or looking at our phone. And if we're on our devices too close to bedtime, having all that light reflected into your face is actually quite stimulating. So, it could be that you'd benefit from turning off your devices at least an hour or two before bed. People might also need to think about whether their home is very brightly lit. In the evening, it's probably good to dim the lights. Again, you're giving your brain that message, that it's the evening and it's time to wind down and go to bed. You might need to look at the foods that you're eating. Sometimes having a heavy meal may not be good in terms of you falling asleep. You may need to look at your alcohol consumption because it's found that alcohol might help you get off to sleep, but generally your sleep quality is not as good and people tend to wake up during the night. So yeah, alcohol consumption actually can be bad for your sleep. So, there's lots of things that you can do that promote sleep, and obviously it's a no-brainer that you need a quiet environment. And of course, if you've got a baby, well, having a quiet environment might be quite challenging. You need to have a good room temperature. You need the room to be dark. So for some people, they may not have addressed those factors.